To give you a background, did you know that the origin of the term flying monkeys isn't as scientific as you thought? If you saw the movie The Wizard of Oz, you might know that the flying monkeys, the Wicked Witch, Enchanted is the basis of this term. If you ever encounter a narcissist's flying monkey, you might get baited into a never-ending trap of narcissistic abuse. Like how the Wicked Witch used the flying monkeys to do her bidding. Narcissists also keep one or two flying monkeys on their side that do their dirty work. Considering all that, aren't you curious about knowing who the narcissist's flying monkeys are? If you are, let's get to know them now, shall we? Today's video, we will answer the question, who are the narcissist's flying monkeys? Number 1. Narcissists, enablers, and supporters. Have you ever watched teenage school dramas with queen bees and mean girls? Well, you might have noticed those 3 to 4 people who keep tailing them around when they bully someone. They are known as posies and often called minions of the popular kids that get controlled by the queen bees themselves. All the attention is on their leader, the queen bee. And often when in a situation that needs the queen bee's control, the posies will distance themselves from that situation. Even though movies tend to overlook these characters, in reality, they're the ones who put the queen bees or whoever they support on the pedestal. Without them, the queen bee can't rule the school just like they wanted. Flying monkeys are like that to narcissists. Although they may not get as involved in the smear campaign in the first place, flying monkeys support the point of view of the narcissists. Even if these flying monkeys aren't as abusive as the narcissists would prefer, their support calms the narcissist's emotional instability. Flying monkeys are the ones that narcissists rely on whenever they don't have their supply or victims. These people allow narcissists to maintain their fabricated sense of specialness. Having someone who can appease their superiority, like how a flying monkey can, will make narcissists validated in some ways. But can we consider flying monkeys as narcissists' enablers? The answer is an obvious no. A narcissist enabler supports narcissists in ignorance, while the flying monkeys support narcissists with intent. Often, narcissist enablers can transform into narcissists' flying monkeys if the narcissists have played the right card to transform them into one. Number 2. People who push you to reconcile with narcissists. Narcissists recruit the people close to you as their flying monkeys. Don't assume you will be the only one narcissists try to manipulate. They will also target those you hold dear, and narcissists will groom them into believing their version of the truth. The repetition of the narcissist's creative narrative is one of the characteristics of a flying monkey. That is because they have accepted the frame up as the truth, that the narcissist is the victim and you are the problem. Narcissists will take advantage of their relationship with their loved ones. They aim to have a place in your family by getting married or dating officially with the approval of your parents. Narcissists will test the waters to see if they can control your family and friends, and when they confirm it, they will lay out the foundation of them being the good guy. They will tell your loved ones how perfect you are together and highlight things they have done for you. Having that reference as a backup in their seemingly perfect resumes with your family and friends will backfire on you when things go south. You will no longer be able to confide in your friend and trust them that they will be on your side. Much more if you know that they like to poke their way in when there's a drama. Or your parents will just excuse the bad behavior of the narcissists as an unknowing mistake that you should not make a big deal about, convincing you to go back to the narcissists and try it again with them. When this happens, you will think that you are being problematic, because that is what everyone else is implying. That is why most victims usually go back to narcissists because of the coaxing they get from the flying monkeys. Flying monkeys might not appear as harmful, but they are the ones who fuel the doubts narcissists have instilled in your brains. But a pro tip: to identify if the flying monkeys you're dealing with is dangerous, know that there are two types of flying monkeys: unintentional and intentional, with the former being the ones who butt in and are intrigued by dramas, while the latter is the type that wants to seek damage. Number 3. People who apologize on behalf of narcissists. As I have said earlier, a narcissist enabler is someone unaware of understanding narcissistic abuse and approaches the situation as if it were a healthy relationship. As a result, they give terrible advice that has the potential to gaslight the person who confided in them about the narcissistic abuse and re-enter the abuse cycle. When narcissists send their flying monkeys to apologize for their behavior, the flying monkey in question is close to being a narcissist enabler on this part. But how do flying monkeys apologize for narcissists' behavior? Have you ever seen how a lawyer represents their clients in trial? That's how they plead the case of narcissists to you. You are on the victim's stand, being interrogated and coerced into giving the narcissists a second chance. And just like lawyers, flying monkeys will lie their way into your brains to convince you to reconsider the narcissists. Or, narcissists can even dispatch their flying monkeys to fool you into thinking you can trust them. Then later, they will slowly lay their plan on convincing you that the narcissists are good for you and deserve to be in your life after all you've been through together. Instead of comforting you, flying monkeys will stomp on your sentiments and trash them as an insignificant thing. All I can say is you have to be very cautious in confiding and trusting people. Suppose someone is trying to get information out of you during every interaction. In that case, they're either a flying monkey or a weak support line. Number 4. The proxy of narcissists. Flying monkeys that join the narcissists hand in hand in their smear campaign are as narcissistic as the latter. Flying monkeys sometimes take the wheel in gaslighting and manipulating a narcissist's victim. The unfortunate thing is, there is a possibility that narcissists didn't even have to try to convince or enchant the flying monkey like how the witch did in The Wizard of Oz. Flying monkeys participate in the abuse because they feel it is reasonable. Flying monkeys believe you're the problem and that they are angry because of it. Another reason why flying monkeys sometimes take over or take part in the smear campaign of narcissists is to avoid becoming the target. The expression, "keep your friends close and your enemies closer," might have urged the flying monkeys to befriend or join the narcissists. Whether their intent comes from their selfish desires or their efforts to be safe, flying monkeys still are the narcissist's henchmen of destruction. Let me repeat until you get this. Flying monkeys do this of their own accord. If they ever try to excuse their silly actions for not knowing the situation, that will be lying through their teeth. Just like narcissists, flying monkeys are afraid of being caught and having to take the blame. Even if the whole abuse did not start with the flying monkeys, not doing the right thing paints them the wrong way. A flying monkey is similar to the narcissist's dangerous and vile individuals. After knowing these things, the saying "birds of the same feathers flock together" got stuck in my mind. Why and how could they even agree on something if they're not on the same wavelength? Did you find this video informative? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. It helps us a lot. Watch this next video over here.